Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's a whole week. You guys know exactly what's going on today. I don't even have to explain it, you guys can guess. We are back for a 11 championship run. But this time we're playing with the Chicago Bulls. Should be a good championship one. Also should be a good game. Oh man, look how smooth that is. Oh man.
Ready for action. The Bulls as they head to the locker room earlier. The hometown crowd certain to give them a warm welcome.
Alright, this should be a good championship one, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and enjoy the show and then grab some popcorns.
Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. And for the Bulls, they've got Holmgren. Ja Moranta's out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Cardinal in at power forward. Pretty interesting backcourt matchup here, Grant, with a lot of star power at the guard positions on both sides.
And you know, traditionally, BA, when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. To the inside. And finished off by Hayes.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher. And we saw it right there.
To the middle. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Hounded by Ball. Pass to Drew. Here's Hayes. Here's the three. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Gets the three to fall.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Now here's Hayes. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Here's Drew. Holmgren with the block.
Get it out of here. Holmgren too much defensively.
Ward's shot is good.
They say anything can happen any night in the league. But MP's team is very confident they'll win this one.
Well, you've got a top 5 team against a bottom 5 team. So MP has to feel pretty good about getting the W. So it's Boston now, following the bucket by the Bulls. Here's Hayes, and too long on the shot.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And the basket is good.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Drew, hounded by Morant. Will it go? Knocks down the triple. 5 points in the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Cardinal. Here's Ward. This one for 3. The shot won't fall.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Morant. Last game for him, he picked up 13. From downtown, the shot by Ward, no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And he's going for the lob. And in the first quarter.
Whoa, whoa, what is that? What is that, bro? Are you freaking kidding me? You're gonna go for a lob, but it doesn't even become a lob. It becomes this. What? Are you freaking kidding me?
About 3 minutes
wow.
Outside Morant. Launches a 3. Drew with a rebound. Boston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And Morant over to help. Hounded by Ball. Hayes with room to shoot. And it's Boston scoring again.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that.
Chicago shooting the rock at 58%. On the court right now for the Celtics. Here's Ward. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time again, and that's the result of the work put
right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
I really think the nail in the coffin was their missed free throws. That's usually an ominous sign.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Jacks up a 3. The Luka 3. Money.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
And what can you say about Luka Doncic that has not already been said? Here's a guy in his mid-20s and a perennial MVP candidate, Doris.
His career is off to an extraordinary start. He's drawn comparisons to the legends of the game, and like so many of the greats, BA, he is a one of one. The ability to command the game from all aspects is truly something to behold.
Pass to Ward. There's the 3. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
They set the pick.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Bridges, he's checked in for Chicago.
Substitution on the court.
Doncic on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Boston, no good that time either. The Bulls have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. To the paint. Here's Ward. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Nets put on a show. He had 39 points and he knocked down some trays last game. A great sign for his team. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Hayes misses.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Eason, after missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And there are so many big men that can bring the ball up now for us. It's changed how team... And Boston calls time here. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him.
He's stepped up his game on the boards this month. His numbers are tremendous. Hard work is really paying off, and his team loves it.
Here's Dunleavy. 20 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Here's Ward, and there's the drive. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Boston's gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Pass to Drew. And there's the screen. Here's the floater. And it's rejected.
Well, you love the 6'7" length that LaMelo Ball brings as a defender. Just gets a hand on that and sends it back.
Boston trailing. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Ward. Here's Cardinal. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the 76ers, even though they'll be facing a higher-ranked team, they just feel that they're just as good. I'm telling you. I could see it in their walk, their swagger, Shaq. You could see it in their eyes.
Yeah, they're motivated to prove it. They just need more motivation, though. It can be a tough challenge on both ends.
And now looking at where things stand at the half, there's some work to be done for the Boston Celtics.
Hard to win if you allow your opponent to shoot over 60%. They need to play tighter deep. Stay attached to the shooters, contest shots, get physical, knock somebody down, man.
Yeah, let's see if they can make those adjustments in the second half. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Morant with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. They've got Ja Morant. He's out there with ball. And it's Ward in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Pass to Hayes. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hayes has got 10 points.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Ward. Dunleavy with a rebound. Boston's shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Drew, hounded by Moran. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
For Chicago, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Ward. He's defended by Hayes. Ward's shot is good. Ward's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. The ball's knocked loose. Pass the ball. Oh, going all the way.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
So it's Boston now. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. No good from outside.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Moran. Moran fights through contact inside.
Boy, Moran is a gamer. Sinking that one right through contact.
For Boston, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Drew, the pass to Dunleavy. The shot no good. Chicago leading. Here's Ward, and he lays it up and in. Ward's got 30 points.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Hayes for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. The Bulls have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Ball passes to Ward. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for him.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game, and a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
And the Bulls shooting an amazing 61%, looking confident. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Here's Ward, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Simpson. Here's Ward. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Here's Brand. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
The Bulls making a switch here. Bridges is checked in.
Checking into the game for your Bulls, number 22, Courtney.
Back to Doncic. To take the lead. No good on the shot.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Ward. Here's Easton. And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
For three. Strawther, no good. For Chicago, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Driving inside. Ward's shot is good. Now it's a 6-point Chicago lead.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
So both teams changing it up here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Coach knows they're losing the 3 battle, and he told the team we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Clock is at 3, and they doubled up Doncic. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Ward. Drops in the 3. Ward's got 37.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. To win the drought. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's Ward. Oh, wow. And that one is stuffed right through.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
For the Celtics, this one not looking good. They have yet to score here in the fourth. To the wing on the left. Pass to Hayes. Connects from downtown.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. 3-pointer to narrow this lead.
Here's Ward. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. Kicks it to Doncic. Lots of room. Cardinal pulls it in.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
The shot by Ward, no good. The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Dunleavy. Now Hayes takes a 3. And it's Chicago with a board. Ward's got 4 rebounds in the game. Cardinal, the pass to Ward. Boston with a rebound. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
They feel like they have an advantage inside. And so far, they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
First free throw is good, and that'll put them up by 9. And he's unable to get the second one. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Hayes misses. Here's Chicago now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. The fader. No good that time. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Ward's shot is good.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
It counts. So the Bulls win it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.
There's the man of the hour. Go get him in.
There he is. Summer.
Let's go.
We welcome you to Noche NBA here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Miller. Thomas is out there with Carter. Then it's Higgins. And it's Peterson in at the 4 spot. And for Chicago, we've got Chet Holmgren. Cardinal out there with Ward. Then there's John Morant. And it's Ball in at the 2. Well, we know both these teams, Greg, are loaded on offense. You've been on some high-octane offenses yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, my college team was stacked from an offensive standpoint and incredibly fun to play on a team like that. Cannot, though, forget about the defense. Here we go.
And it's the Warriors to start out. MP has some momentum going here, having won the first time these two teams met.
And MP and company are hoping to duplicate the success they had in their last matchup against this team. But they have to be prepared for adjustments from the opposition. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And here's Carter after the three-pointer from Ward. Back to Carter. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Ward misses. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Double team on Thomas. Holmgren against Carter. Pass to Higgins. Out to Miller. Fires for 3. Kept alive. The shot, no good. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Ward. Covered by Miller. Ward, good. Ward's got 5 now.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. There's the pass to Carter. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Ward, good. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Outside Thomas. From the arc. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Ball, the pass to Ward. Morant outside. No good on the 3. The Warriors trailing. Miller dishes to Thomas. Passes it to Peterson. To the middle. Here's Higgins. And he makes good on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
So it's Chicago now, following the score by Golden State. Here's Ward. That shot off the mark. Good D by Miller. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Warriors. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Basket good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Bulls trail by 3. Morant passes to Holmgren. Here's Ward, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Come on! Are you kidding me?
Ward. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Tari Eason's checked in for Chicago. Bridges comes in for Ball. The Warriors making a switch here. Both free throws good from Ward. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Morant comes with the double team. Miller with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Easton. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Ward. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Nance against Morant, and the foul called on the Cobra. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. The Warriors decide to take their first time out here. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Takes it inside. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Carter, also Thomas out there, and it's Nance in at the small forward. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against the Nuggets just played phenomenal. He finished with 49 points, and his passing was a cut above, with a ton of assists on the night. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight. Yeah, I've seen this movie before. MP knows how to get the better of this matchup, and he's exploiting it.
Pass to Nance. Uncovered. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Now the pass to Ward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ward's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3 pointers here in the second quarter so far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And one thing I miss about this here, the emphasis on scoring back to the basket. You just don't see it as often.
Well, you miss it, Kevin, because that's the only way you knew how to score. So, no, it's not the most efficient shot. And trust me, when players come back in who can physically dominate the game and move players around, they'll get the ball close to the basket. But for now, let it fly.
And the Bulls making a change here. Bridges checks in. Higgins is checked in for Golden State. Miller comes in for Nance.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
Double team on Thomas. Harder on the wing. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Out to Miller. Takes a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Nailed from three-point land. Miller's got 9.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Bridges outside. Here's Ward. Covered by Miller. Count that one. Ward's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Higgins passes to Peterson. Passes it to Thomas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Ward. Over Miller. Again, Chicago.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now Thomas. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 7. And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Chicago Bulls.
Well, they certainly were disguising their game plan. Force the ball down low, get some high percentage looks, maybe draw some fouls. They were very physical.
This game plan is diesel tested and approved.
All right, now I think we should check out the Rookie of the Year race.
Another year, another sensational rookie class. You look at this list. I think you can make a case for each one of them.
Yeah, it's not as easy as the decision as it was my rookie year.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Cardinal out there with Ward. Then it's Ball. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Morant in at the 1. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, John Morant might be right-handed, but he looks to drive left. When he was a kid, he broke his right arm flying off a trampoline. Now that arm is shorter, and actually that right hand is smaller too. He says, that's why I dribble with my left hand. I'm able to control the ball better. In my head, I think I'm left-handed. Back to you.
Trade secrets, right, David? Hey, thanks for the report. Now, here's Holmgren. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Ward. Traps in the train. Ward's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bulls.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Thomas, a screen on Ball. Back to Thomas. Clock at 6. Here's Higgins. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Miller. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
What in a... Oh, hell no. What are you doing, LaMelo? This is the second time I've seen something. What are you doing? Oh man, I gotta catch this, bro. I don't know what is he doing. Watch this play. Watch this play right here, man. Watch this. What are you doing? Jesus Christ, I give you the ball, and next thing you know, you throw that off. You're like a Chad and got the ball.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's Carter missing.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Pass to Morant. To the wing right side. Here's the screen. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 7. Outside, Carter drills the three-pointer. Carter's got 11.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Bulls moving the ball around. Holmgren the screen. Plays it up and banks it in. Holmgren's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Good touch from Holmgren, looking comfortable and assertive down there.
Outside Thomas. Rebound by the Bulls. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Or the pass to Cardinal, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Tari Eason's checked in for Cardinal. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Take a look at the Warriors. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will.
And well, for the Warriors, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hoped they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Such a wide open look. He's got 12.
And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Thomas against Morant. Thomas passes to Miller. Fires the 3. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. 44 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Offensive rebound. Over to the wing. Eason gets a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range. Eason's got 9 points.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And ball comes to help. There's Miller with the 3. Miller with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Thomas against Morant. On the wing, Miller. There's the triple. Good on the triple. Miller's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Ward. And the Bulls, another 3.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Bulls out front, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from United Center. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays to get a shot. We're running plays to get the domino.
Well, he's preaching team chemistry right now, Greg.
And he wants more ball movement because that makes everything simple.
And there have been two very different performances. Media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Nance kicks to Thomas. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. For three, Nance. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 17-6 run.
Peterson. First personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Here's Higgins. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Chicago, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Ward, covered by Nance. And he comes up with the deuce. Ward's got 47 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So I'm guessing the Warriors just got literally Flacco gas. Like, wow. Wow, that defense is so irritating, bro. Yes. Oh my God. What are you doing? Nobody's open on that side, man. Oh my goodness. The fan catch the ball. Wow.
Both ends of the floor here tonight. Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
1:43 left to play here in the fourth. And he goes in for the dunk.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Golden State. Out to the right wing. Here's Peterson. And the Warriors miss again. Well, Chicago has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win, and looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Cobra.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And of course, you were known as Bones in your playing days, but what were some of your favorite NBA nicknames?
Oh, Kevin, I've been so fortunate to be around the NBA for so long. I go way back to names like Iceman George Gervin, or Dr. J Julius Erving, or Pistol Pete Maravich, one of my favorite players. But is there any one better than Magic Johnson?
And the dunk by Eason.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Ward. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Higgins, that's good.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Ward. Over Miller. Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right, here we go. I think we could send her straight to the playoffs. Yes, sir. We just got to the playoffs today, and here we are. This is my... Let's see how many MVP awards I got right now so far. This should be my 13 MVP award. 13 MVP, 10-time NBA champion, 10-time Finals MVP, 14-time All-Star, 13-time All-First NBA, and first-time third All-NBA. This is a hell of a build that was made for my career mode. Completely for my career mode. It's a slash, small forward, and a shooting guard. But don't let the position fool you. I could play multiple position in this game. Multiple position. Just have to be just shooting guard and small forward. That's a backup. Well, I could play power forward, center if I wanted to. And who is the Rookie of the Year? Rob Dick Phillips. Sixth Man of the Year, Luka Doncic of the Boston Celtics. And then the Defensive Player of the Year is none other than Leo. And then finally, the Most Improved Player is Dion Walton. And finally, the Clutch Player of the Year award goes to me. And the Coach of the Year goes to Taylor Jerkins, the best coach in NBA history in this game. If you would like to say that, though. And here we are. We have also a play-in tournament that is going on. Let's see who gets in the playoffs. Will it be the Lakers? It will not be the Lakers. The Lakers will not make it. So this is it. The first round of the NBA playoffs right here. We got the Chicago Bulls going up against the 76ers. And we got the Indiana Pacers going up against the Toronto Raptors. On this side, we got the second seed Orlando Magic going up against the Miami Heat. The third seed Charlotte Hornets going up against the Milwaukee Bucks at the fifth seed. Number one seeded, surprisingly, is the Phoenix Suns going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Fourth seed is going to go to the OKC Thunder, who's going to be going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Second seed is going to go to the San Antonio Spurs, going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. So surprisingly, they're in the playoffs still. And then we got the Sacramento Kings also going up against the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors also made the playoffs, but they're brand new core. This is not the same original core you're looking at of the Steph Curry era or anything like that. This is a totally new experience you guys are looking at 2K24. And I would argue that this is actually the best 2K in history of 2K.
Lock in. It's game time.
So let's go take a look at the roster before we jump straight into the first ever playoffs matchup with these teams right here. Let's jump into then also check out these teams right now. First of all, let's go to the Phoenix Suns, because they're the number one team in the West. Let's go to the number one team in the West right here, the Phoenix Suns. They have a brand new core. There's no Devin Booker on that team. This team managed to hold on to that number one seed and become the best team in the West. This is their core. There's nothing but brand new core players. Now on the Chicago Bulls, we're the number one team in the East. First of all, you got me on that team. You got a new core power forward on that team. You got Easton, Cade Cunningham. You got LaMelo Ball on this team. You got Chad Holmgren, a defensive force on this Chicago Bulls team. Also one of the best centers I actually got a chance to play with in 2K24 when I first started out my career thing. One of the greatest power forward and center of all time. Gotta say it right now. And the best. Also, is one of the best shot blockers I ever seen in this game. He has a 6'7" range span, making him the best defensive basketball IQ, 3-point shooting, and post defense center I've ever seen in 2K. Or even in the game itself, their actual thing. And then over here, we got a bunch of core players on here. Most likely, we're going to come away with a championship, because we're not leaving without a championship at all. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna take one series at a time. We're not gonna skip it. Actually, we could try to, because I don't think I see myself playing against the 76ers. Let's try and do that. And if things gets crazy, we'll just go and play that match. Okay, yes. Alright, we advance to the second round. Indiana Pacers. We'll skip this one too. Oh my goodness. We're skipping it and we're going straight to the next round. Who would that next round be? The Eastern Conference round. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared, man. Oh, we're going to the finals. We're going to the finals. We're going to definitely play this entire series right now, man. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to play this one. We're going to the NBA Finals. It's going to be between the Phoenix Suns versus the Chicago Bulls. The last time the Phoenix Suns played the Chicago Bulls, I believe it was in the 1993 Finals. I'm not sure that's exactly when that happened. I think it was in the 1993 Finals. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to check this out real quick. It has to be, man. There's no way. It gotta be, bro. There's no way, bro. I knew for a fact. Yes. Oh, yes. This is gonna be insane. So, yes. It's confirmed. This one is gonna go down as one of the best championship in the history of 2K. Right here. The Phoenix Suns versus the Chicago Bulls. And this time to get to the championship. And they're gonna play the Chicago Bulls. This one right here is a finals in the making. Right here. It's the 2038 NBA Finals. Should be a banger, man. Look at this. Grab me several popcorn, man. I'm definitely going down with this one. This team's going to go win this shit, and I'm going to give it to them. Let's do it.
I'm feeling a big game tonight, kid.
Have a good game, man.
Game 1. Champions, winning in 6 games. Now, only one obstacle stands between them and the Larry O'Brien Trophy. It all starts now as they battle against the Phoenix Suns. The pinnacle of the postseason, the NBA Finals, is here.
We've been building to this all season, the NBA Finals. Welcome and thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns up against the Chicago Bulls here at their home, United Center. Brian Anderson here, with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. And for the Bulls, we've got Kate Cunningham, Chet Holmgren out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Ward in at the small forward position. You take a look at the Suns, a whole year of blood, sweat, and tears comes down to this.
This is when the lights are their brightest, BA. The eyes of the whole world fixed upon you. Do you have what it takes to win it all?
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Fader on the way. The shot by Ward, no good.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Here's Thorpe, pounded by Morant. Thorpe pass to Finley, and stolen by Holmgren. And here's Cunningham outside. Drills it from deep.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
Here's Thorpe, pounded by Morant.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Singleton, the pass to Finley. Pass to Singleton. Here's Moore. Off the mark there with a three. Here's Ward. Taken away. It's stolen. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Finley can't hit.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Ward passes to Morant. Here's Ward. And he banks in the layup. Ward's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
The Suns have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Pass to Thorpe. There's a screen. Can they get it? Rebound by the Bulls.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Morant, no good. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. To the inside, Thorpe. Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
He's watched by Cunningham. To the left wing. Pass to Singleton. Here's Moore. Puts up a three. And Ward pulls it down. And Grant, plenty of sustained success for MP. 10 NBA Finals appearances. Seems like he's always in the hunt.
And obviously championships are counted first. But we do have to give him credit for just being in the mix year after year. Plenty of bites at the apple, and he's won his share.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Chicago?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible.
Ball is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Simpson in at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Hounded by Ball. Pass to Singleton. Clock at 6. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Now here's Ball. Guarded closely. Here's Ward. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Beyond the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ward's got 10 points in the game.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Down low. Clowney, good.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Bulls. Here's Ward, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Here's Singleton. No points so far. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Ward's shot is good. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. McDonald, hounded by Moran. Here's Singleton. Off target from outside.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Ward. He's got 15. Misses from close range. The Suns trailing. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Let's keep it up.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
They might start using him a little bit.
So it's the Chicago Bulls. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
32.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for the Chicago Bulls.
They look like they attended the shooting school of Dr. Onilovich. Great touch from the perimeter. I'm looking in the mirror.
I'm not exactly sure that school is accredited, Shaq. We'll have somebody from research check it out. I know there's not a free throw academy. Taking a look at the situation for the Phoenix Suns. They've made it this far, game 1 of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxies to be galaxies.
You know what, Ernie, this is what you dream about. But you got to stay in the moment. You got to focus on things that got you here.
How about planets to be planets? Does that apply here as well?
Yes, it does.
Thanks. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
And time for us to get back into it here in game 1. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 9. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. From outside, off the mark. Chicago with the ball.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He finished with 47 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste. That's just the bucket that you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Ward. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. It's both from the stripe. Well, Phoenix is shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Pass to Moore. Let's go with a three. He buries it from three. Moore's got 5 points.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Outside Eason. Here's Ward. 23 points in the game. From 15 feet away. Shot won't go. He's 9 for 13. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Cunningham brings a double. Pass to Finley. Here's Moore. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thorpe. And Moran over to help. Here's Moore. Another three for Phoenix.
If you want to throw out of a double team in the NBA, you really have to sell it.
Here's Ward. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Morant's got 5 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ford's shot is good.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Let's keep it up.
The Bulls making a switch here.
Let's go, let's go.
And let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. Ja Morant on top. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Moore. Phoenix no good that time either.
Oh, man, that's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Cardinal with the bucket. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
The Suns making a switch here. Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Pass to Ward.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
1 minute 58 left in the third. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. They double him with Holmgren. Here's Finley. He's got 9. Phoenix no good that time either. Cunningham on the wing. Here's Ward. Shoots a fadeaway. Finley grabs the miss. Finley's got 4 rebounds now. The floater. That one goes. Count it. Give him 8 points now. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. They set the screen. Here's Ball. Ball ventures inside and converts.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Out left to the wing. Wide open look. Rebound by the Bulls.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Ward. And there's another one for the Bulls.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Thorpe. No points yet. 5 to shoot. Over Cunningham. The shot by Thorpe, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Ward. Here's Brand. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back after this word. And the both teams making some changes here. Here's Ward with the second effort, and that one's good. Brand
stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
And Phoenix has possession. They've got Ja Morant. He's out there with ball. And it's Ward in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Singleton can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
13 feet out. Yes, on the jumper. Ward's got 32 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And yep, it's good.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Chicago. And he goes in for the dunk.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Oh, swiped away. And now the Bulls in transition. And Ball gets it to go. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Here's Singleton. Three-pointer, no good.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Ball passes to Ward. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Oh my, sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Pass to Singleton. Hounded by Ball. Here's Singleton. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 5th rebound in this one.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Ward. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Ward's got 38 points.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. And Ball's over to help. McDonald, hounded by Morant. Here's Singleton, 6 on the shot clock. Nails it from 3. Singleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
The vision, the ability to throw every type of pass. Morant's already reached an elite level as a playmaker.
The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And Morant over to help. Over to the left wing. Pass to Singleton. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Ward's got 4 rebounds now. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. From behind the arc. The offensive rebound. Goes back up. That one drops for him. Ward's got 42 in the game.
And as the clock winds down, it'll be interesting to see how both teams adjust in game 2. but confidence building indeed for the Bulls.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they're off to a strong start in these NBA Finals, going up 1-0.
They really sent a clear message tonight that they intend to win this series. They played with real determination out there, and you just hope they can maintain this energy level.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the Cobra.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And here are the Suns now. Yep, count it.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And he makes it first. Good on both. And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's Thorpe. Pass to Singleton. Here's Finley. Here's Moore. Off target from three-point range. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Don't matter the stage, my boy MP keeps winning.
Here we go. 3 more games to go, and we get to host the trophy. 3 more games to go, man. We're gonna definitely go and do them all. We're gonna do game 2 and see how this actually works out. Once again, we're on our home court again. Since we had the #1 seed, we may actually have the best record in the game. In the entire Eastern Conference, I believe we had the best record. So we deserve to have home court advantage. Obviously, we're gonna definitely have it, and we're gonna need it. I think the Phoenix Suns is gonna be warming up. I don't even know whether or not they're gonna come away and win this game, but it's definitely not gonna happen anytime soon. If they keep up doing this, they're not gonna win. They're not gonna be able to win any other series game because obviously this team is just built to win championship. Look at this roster. First of all, we got Chad Holmgren, we got Tyree Easton. You got me on that team right here. You got LaMelo Ball and John Morant. And then Cade as well too. You got him as well too. And then you got the whole entire team on here, man. Just a bunch of rookies and veterans on this team, man. It's so good to have a team put together like this. Let's see if we can take game 2.
This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Bulls come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Suns. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
The NBA playoffs continue. Just 2 teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. So the opening lineup for the Suns. We've got Thorpe, and it's Moore in at the 3. And for Chicago, they've got Tari Eason. LaMelo Ball is out there with Morant. Then there's Ward. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 down low. To take a look at the Suns, they've overcome a number of challenges just to get here. Now down 1-0. Greg, they face a huge hurdle.
And you know what? I think they learned a lot in Game 1. Playing against the best the league has to offer, they know they have to make some adjustments, keep everyone involved, and they have to hit the open shots they're getting.
You were talking about the adjustments before. I agree. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Thorpe against Morant. And it's good for 2.
Good feed from Ja. This demonstrates what an excellent leader he can be.
Thorpe against Morant. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Passes to Ward. Yep, that one goes.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Thorpe against Morant. Thorpe, the pass to Moore. Shoots a fader. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Bulls. With the fadeaway. And again it will go. Basket is good from Ward. Ward's got 6 points.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Gornev. Here's Thorpe. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And with his length, it's easy to see why Holmgren's such an effective shot blocker. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Phoenix with the ball. 6-point game. Thorpe, the pass to Moore. Here's Clowney. Defended by Holmgren. Phoenix no good that time either.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That's good from Morant.
One of the most exciting players in the league, Ja Morant. He's so explosive, plays the game with a joy, and he's a fan favorite.
Both free throws good from Morant. The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Thorpe. The 10-footer finds the target.
Working against size He's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
And here are the Bulls now, following the score by Phoenix.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Here's more. Second shot opportunity. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
The Suns shooting their first foul shot of the night. Cardinals checked in for Chicago. The free throw off for Moore. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Thorpe. Makes it off the glass. Thorpe's got his second bucket tonight.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Ward. 8 points for him. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Right wing. Gornet. He's covered by Ball. Here's Thorpe. From deep, Moore. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
In this period, they're beating him, and he's feeling it.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Chicago making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. The Bulls leading by 3. There's a good screen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And that one is hammered home.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Pass to Ward. Takes it from 10. Rebound by the Suns. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
And there's the pass to Chase. Offensive rebound, Finley. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Here's Ward. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Ward's got 14.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
You can't get that one. It's all tied in Chicago. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
The Suns, 18.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals. Time out of the game called for Phoenix. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at the Cobra, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. Suns trail by 11. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Thorpe, and it's Clowney in at center.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against Phoenix was outstanding. He scored 46 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
And here are the Suns now. Down by 15. Thorpe against Morant. Thorpe pitched to Singleton. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Ward misses. Suns trail by 15. To the paint. They need this. And Clowney can't get it to go. He lobs it up, and then Brand with the dunk.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Well, Phoenix shooting around 40% from the floor here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Ward. There's a minute left to play here in the half. Hits the three-point bomb. Ward's got 19 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Bulls?
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Phoenix calls timeout. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Brand. Morant against Thorpe. Pass to Chase. Lets it go from deep. Unable to get that one.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's the Suns with the ball. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. They set the pick. Gornett, guarded by Ward. Here's Clowney. No scoring in this one. 4 on the clock. Suns moving the ball around. Gornett. No good again that time. Here's Ward. And so it's the Chicago Bulls controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense.
Alright, we are back. I'm going to go and take my shower and be right back. championship one and see if we can get the Chicago Bulls. Let's see if we can get the Chicago Bulls another championship.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Chicago Bulls.
Sometimes we talk about a team imposing its will. This is what it looks like. Just the rebounding discrepancy here, pretty shocking, Shaq.
I was on a few teams, and you were on a few teams that really did impose their wills. Crush your opponent's spirits. It's a great feeling to be on the bright side of that equation.
Taking a look at the situation for the Phoenix Suns. Their chance in this final series starting to slip away. Not how they wanted to start this game, Kenny. Your thoughts?
Well, you know, some panic creeping in, not going right, and they have a tough road in front of them.
Tough is an understatement. Their road has been hit by hail, mudslide, even an avalanche. It's all bad for them right now.
Man, can they find a way? That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
That may be just the beginning. He might try to carry this team across the finish line himself.
We've got Ward. Tari Eason is out there with Holmgren. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Ward. Over Moore. They get it back. Eason finds Ball. Here's Ward. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Ward's got 21 in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Morant comes with the double team. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Here's Ward. Again, Chicago.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And Phoenix has possession after the made shot from Ward. Down low. Here's Clowney. Lays it up off the glass. Clowney's got his second basket of the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
The Bulls leading by 20. Here's Ward. Rebound by Singleton. Well, Phoenix shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Out to the wing. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Clowney. Defended by Holmgren. And Clowney can't get it to go. Here's Ward. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, you love to see that. Holmgren keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Chicago shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Ward. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Gornett. He's covered by Ball. The pass to Thorpe. From the high post. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ward misses.
The defender made him change his shot. Still got it up with the double clutch, but that's not what his coach was looking for. What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without foul.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
This Suns squad struggling. Gornev. He's covered by Ball. Here's Singleton, buried from 15 feet out. Singleton's got 6.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey. If you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Ward. 28 points for him. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And this is why Holmgren's guys lob it his way. They trust him to finish.
The Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Thorpe against Morant. Pass to Clowney. A 3-ball. And it's Morant with the rebound. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Clowney. And Holmgren pulls it down. Right side, Ball. Passes it to Holmgren. Drills it from outside. Holmgren's got 5 points now this quarter.
A 7-footer. Holmgren entered the league with a 3-point shot. You know,
here's Clowney. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Thorpe, that's good.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Ward off the mark with the outside fadeaway. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He has 6.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
24 seconds left in the third. For Phoenix, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Inside. Gornet. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Thorpe. Singleton in the corner. Here's Gornev. No good from 18. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's Chicago running away with this one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Welcome back. We hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. We've got Finley, and it's Singleton in at the 3 slot. Bounce pass from Cunningham. And yes, it's good. Cardinals got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Fade away, and the basket by Singleton.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Now, here's Cunningham. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
He's checked in for Chicago. Chicago leading by 20. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ward's got 11 points here in just the second half.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And the foul called on the Cobra. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Clowney. Kicks it to Singleton. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Here's Ward. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Ward's got 33 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Bucket is good.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
The Bulls leading by 20. Takes the three. Another three for Chicago.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the pass to Singleton. Here's Moore. 6 to shoot. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that'll effectively take care of game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one, but right now, an important win for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the NBA Finals. Once they close this win out, they'll be sitting on a pretty good 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and obviously that's the perfect position to be in. They don't need to do anything differently in the next couple of games if they just continue to play their brand of basketball and don't get distracted. They'll be lifting that trophy in a few days.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Cobra.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Here's Thorpe. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Ward, and there's the drive.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to McDonald. The tray. Hands it from downtown.
McDonald. 3.
20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Ward, defended by Nash. Fades and shoots. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
The stage, my boy MP keeps winning.
He's about to tear it up.
Go get him, Tiger. You mind if I call you Tiger? Yeah.
There he is, the young GOAT himself. You up for a challenge, MP? Yo, MP, I heard someone on the way in here say you are an overrated shooter. You gonna let people talk about you like that?
Sorry, Phoenix. Nobody shines as bright as my boy MP.
Game time, MP. Let's get it.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls come into Game 3 up 2-0 with a relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory. The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Suns. The NBA postseason coming up next.
It's been an uneven start to these NBA Finals with the series at 2-0. Now, Game 3, and a chance for either team to dictate the path forward. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. We've got Ball. Holmgren is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Ward in at the 3 slot. And for Phoenix, taking a look at Chicago, without a doubt, they put themselves in the driver's seat.
Well, they really did. I mean, they took care of business on their home court. Now, this will be the challenge. You take another on hostile ground, this final series is basically over.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Hounded by Ball. Goes up from the top of the key. Eason pulls it in.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Outside for Morant. Here's Ward into the lane. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. 6 to shoot. The shot by Ward, no good. Here's Thorpe. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Ward. It's hauled in by the Suns. Pass to Thorpe. To the left side wing. Here's Moore. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Right side Morant. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
And he gets that one. Morant's got his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And Morant over to help. The three is up. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And he's good on the first of 3. No good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Just over a minute and a half in. To the middle. Fades and shoots. And it's Singleton with a rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Hounded by Ball. Pass to Singleton. With a 9-footer. And the jumper is on the mark.
Almost perfect in the game to start. 3 of 4.
Here's Ward. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
And so here's Phoenix. Here's Thorpe. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. No good on the 3. The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Ward. That one falls.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Singleton. Offline with a 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The baseline J. Ward's shot is good. Ward's got 6.
Great job of just reading the defense by Holmgren. He just gets it.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Singleton. Hounded by Ball. Here's Moore. The 3 is up. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Hounded by Ball. Looking to end the run. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 5.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. A minute 9 left in the first. Here's Ward. 9 points in the game. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
There's a screen. Pass to Thorpe. The three. And the Suns get another three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Ward. He's got 12. Second shot opportunity. Again, the Bulls score.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
From the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ward's got 16 points now.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Thorpe. The three ball. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we'll make substitutions. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. Shots good.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Shooting for Chicago. Ward at the line for one.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Moore. The floater. Chicago grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. And for the Bulls, LaMelo Ball is out there with Ja Morant. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Ward in at the 3. Here's Ward. He's got 19. Clock at 4. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Suns played some superb basketball. He contributed 42 points, and he did his work from both the floor and the free throw line. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. There was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
A minute 20 left in the first half. And Morant over to help. Pass to Singleton. Here's Moore. Drains the triple. Moore's got 7 points.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Morant, the pass to Ward from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Clowney's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Thorpe. Another 3 for Phoenix.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Ward. That one rolls around and rims out. The Suns trailing. To the paint. Here's Singleton. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's the teardrop. And it's Morant missing.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
To the wing, right side. Three-pointer. Moore's shot is off. To the left wing. Here's Ward. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Suns ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Phoenix Suns.
So far, they're being the more physical team on the boards. They've got that grit, that grind mentality, the kind of stuff coaches love to see.
What I like is the style of play you can be consistent with. Even when shots are going down for you, you can keep the pace.
Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. Winning the first 2 games of the finals, one more win tonight, and they'd practically taste the championship.
Going up 3 games to none, they'd be able to smell it, taste it, hear it, see it, and smell it.
Big fella, you said smell it twice, so the sense you're missing was touch.
Careful, Kenny. He might have to touch you up. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Here's Morant. Pass to Ward. That one no good. Phoenix has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. And for Chicago, they've got Holmgren. Ja Morant is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Ward in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Moore. And Ward pulls it down.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Pass to Moore. Fires high post. And he drops that one in. Moore's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Ward. 23 points in the game. It's good. And the Bulls lead by 1. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Good work there as it goes. Moore's got 11.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Pass to Thorpe. And Ward pulls it down. Ward's got 4 rebounds in the game. Launches it. The Suns clear it.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Ward's got 5 rebounds tonight. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Moore. Phoenix no good that time either.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Here's Ward. Gets the 3-ball to go. Ward's got 30 points.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Chicago leading. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. And he jams it home with authority.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Phoenix calls timeout.
Let's keep it up.
And looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been distributing the ball the best. Ja Morant on top. We've got a minute 48 left in the third. And Ball's over to help. Here's Thorpe. It's blocked.
You gotta love the hustle from Ball. Great job rising up to send it back.
And he makes it. And now an 8-point Bulls lead.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Here's Thorpe, hounded by Morant. To get back on track. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls. The Bulls making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Ward. Fades away. And that one's long. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Cunningham brings a double. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Finley. McDonald. Sinks it from distance.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Lets the 3 fly. Phoenix grabs the miss. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third quarter here for the tie. It's not going to go for him. Here's Ward. He's got 34. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Knocks down the 18-footer. He's got 5. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Bulls out in front. They lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass.
The eyes and what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
making substitutions here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And for the Bulls, Tari Eason is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Ball, then there's Ja Morant, and it's Ward in at the 3 spot. Here's Moore. Pass to Clowney. Here's Moore. 4 on the clock. 4-3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. The 3 from Ball. And it's Singleton with a rebound. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Here's Moore. Phoenix no good that time either. The Bulls have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Count that bucket.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Thorpe. There's the triple. Chicago grabs the miss. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball in the paint.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Here's Thorpe, pounded by Morant. Pass to Moore. To the inside. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Hits a 3-pointer.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
They need this. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so Morant will bring it up for Chicago. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And with Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series about wrapped up, you have to applaud the remarkable effort we saw on the floor tonight. A well-deserved win for the Bulls.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And this win will put them on the cusp of a championship. Just one more victory needed to raise the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
And I don't think anything will stand in the way of that happening. They have been so determined and so focused throughout this postseason. They're on a mission, and there's no way they're backing down now.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the Cobra.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Here's Ward. Banked it in off the glass. Ward's got 43 points.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Fades back. Can't connect. This one belongs to Chicago. And now that they're up 3-0, winning this whole series is well within their grasp.
You think it's only a matter of time, but the postseason is all about expecting the unexpected. They need to stay focused and finish strong.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. For Brent Berry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA.
Kicks, MP.
I'm feeling a big game tonight, kid.
MP, over here, over here.
It's all you, MP.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Bulls have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the Suns? This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Tari Eason. Morant is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Ward in at the 3, the small forward. And for Phoenix, we've got Thorpe. And it's Clowney in at the 5, home in the paint. You look at the Bulls. This team has the ability to break their will, overwhelm opponents up 3-0 now, Greg, and looking to shut the door.
And there's a very good chance they hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy tonight. Unstoppable thus far in this series. All the wind is at their backs now. It would literally take a miracle to stop them.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Chase, he's covered by Ball. Chase the pass to Thorpe. Tries from 10, and he gets the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Thorpe. Shoots over Morant. Thorpe, that's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Well, you love to see that. Holmgren keeping his eyes up and his options open.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Thorpe, the pass to Chase. Pass to Singleton. Here's the 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And stolen by Singleton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Passes to Chase. Singleton with it. The pass to Chase. Or the 3. The shot misses. Here's Ward. Shoots over Singleton. Ward misses. Chase. He's covered by Ball. Here's Clowney. And the three off target. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Ward. He's got 5. Pass to Eason. Shot clock at 6. And he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Ward. Ward's got 8.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix.
And a long windup and strong follow through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Suns trail by 4. Chase. He's covered by Ball. Here's Singleton. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Eason passes to Ward. A three-pointer off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. They set the pick. To the paint. Here's Moore. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Chicago's gone 2 of 3 from deep so far in this game. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Good work there as it goes.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
To the wing on the left. From deep, Moore. And Holmgren pulls it down. Chicago leading by 4 to the right side. Pass to Ward. There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Holmgren can't hit.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
There's the 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morant passes the ball. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Chase. And the layup's good off the glass. 7 points in the game. And Morant's got the ball here for the Bulls. They're excited about the win on Thursday.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at
Middleton. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Suns lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Changing it up here. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters layoffs. And you look at the Cobra, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. So the Bulls 5 right now. Morant is out. Then there's Ward. And it's Eason in at the 4. Here's Ward. He's got 10.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. His three-pointers off the mark. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to set. And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation.
The previous play is under review.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. McDonald, guarded by Morant. Here's McDonald. Pass to Chase. Here's Clowney. Chicago grabs the miss. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Phoenix leading by 7. Gornett defended by Ward. To the left side wing. This one for 3. Singleton misses.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. It's Morant in the corner. There's the pick. Clock at 4. And now the Suns a fast break. Here's Gornev. And that one hits back iron. Bulls trail by 7. Morant passes to Ward. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Fader on the way. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. Chase. He's covered by Eason. Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Ward, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Chicago making some changes. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Cardinal. And it's ball in for Cade Cunningham. Thorpe can't make it work.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Ward fires to the hoop. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. And now just a 3-point Suns lead. Phoenix has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Trying to get something going. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if they're doubling you, then you know someone is open to shoot. So smart move passing it out.
Holmgren kicks the ball. Stolen away. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Moore. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Ward's got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to Holmgren. Low block shot on the way. That's good on the jump shot. Holmgren's got his first basket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Thorpe against Morant. There's a screen. Just 3 on the clock. Doesn't go that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky
break there for the D.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns ahead. They're up by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Phoenix Suns.
Obviously, the bench gave them a big lift. To credit the front office for loading up on scorers. You can never have too many of them.
Yeah, trying to defend them, you really don't know who to take away. Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. A chance for them to put away this series. What's the mindset in that locker room, big fella?
Well, they need to act like an apex predator, like a tiger, like a hawk, like a bear, you name it.
Well, they just went on a whole safari. But Shaq is right. They'll need to smell blood in the water and have no mercy.
Getting primal out here. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Thorpe, and it's Singleton in at the power forward position. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Moore outside to the middle. Here's Clowney, and he dunks it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Morant. Still scoreless. The game now all time.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes Ja Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Here's Thorpe. Out to the right wing. Chase. He's covered by Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Chase. And he gets it to go. He's got 9. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. And you look at the Cobra, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Morant passes the Ball. Here's Ward. That falls that time from Ball. 26 points for the Cobra.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The Suns trailing. Thorpe, the pass to Chase. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Well, Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Ward. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Thorpe. Kick out to Moore. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Moore's got 7.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Morant, that's for 2. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Now into the lineup for your Suns, number 10.
Here's Ward. Another 3 for Chicago.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Suns trail by 4. Chase. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Gornev. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here he goes.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Thorpe. Holmgren with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Ward. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow. And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg. That is definitely an emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. Maybe even a question mark. Thorpe against Morant. Pass to Clowney. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Gornev. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Bulls moving the ball around. Here, Ward. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 8 now on the night. Suns trail by 7. Here's Thorpe. With the shot. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And that one's good. Morant.
Assists like that have typified their ball movement.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Thorpe. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Thorpe's got 6.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Ward. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Ward's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. 26 seconds left in the third. And ball comes to help. Pass to Clowney. From outside the arc, another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Ward. Off target from outside. Here's Thorpe. Here's Chase. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So for Chicago right now, we've got Cunningham. Ward out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Cardinal. On the paint, it's hauled in by the Bulls. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there it is for him. Ward's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Suns trail by 8. Doubled by Ward. Passes it to McDonald. They set the pick, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's Ward. Going inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. No good on the triple. Chicago leading by 10. Cunningham right side. Here's Ward. There's the pick. Shot clock at 5. Back to Cunningham. Rebound by the Suns. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Time called here, and the Bulls decide to talk it over. The Bulls making a switch here. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Ward. A three-pointer, no good. Suns trail by 8. Here's Chase. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Ward misses. And here are the Suns now. Moore passes to Thorpe. Here's Clowney. Misses the 3.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Ward misses. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Singleton dishes to Moore. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And what makes Holmgren so dangerous as a shot blocker, he does it on the interior as well as away from the basket.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
From deep, Moore sinks the triple.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
There's the screen. Puts it up from 12. Thorpe can't make it work. The Bulls leading by 8. The pass to Holmgren. And it goes down 2 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And here are the Suns now. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. No good from Moore.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's Ward. And good. He hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Thorpe against Morant. There's a good screen to stop the run. The shot's good. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 11. 102 left in the fourth quarter.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Bulls.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And they're going to win the title in the most emphatic way possible with a clean sweep in the finals.
And guys, once they got them down 3-0 and could taste that championship, there just was no way they were letting them off the hook. They came out with a little something extra and just made sure that we were going to see a trophy presentation here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Cobra.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Chase the pass to Singleton. Down low, Clowney. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Shot, high post. Ward misses. Oh, and it's over. The Chicago Bulls are the new NBA champions.
Thank you, fans, for coming out here tonight and showing your support.
Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd, but our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
Let's take you to the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver doing the honors.
Clean sweep, sir.
Feeling you, MP.
him in the box?
True. Every time.
You see him rock Sanders.
Yeah, he's playing well.
But you don't think he can play for us?
All for us.
Make way for the champ! Coming through! Let's show these guys it ain't last year no more.